Welcome to the GCSE Maths Advantage. I'm Dr. James Carter, and every episode I'm going to break down one topic, show you where the marks are, and give you a quick win you can use in your next exam, whether you're targeting a grade 7 or pushing for a 9. Let's get into it.
Hook. This one question lost more marks than any other on last year's papers, and it's actually easy if you know the trick. Picture this. Students found two values for x, wrote them down, but only one full answer got marks. Sound familiar? You need to hear this episode.
I remember that. I found x equals 4 and x equals -2, but my teacher said I hadn't finished. What did I miss?
Exactly. In most linear quadratic simultaneous questions, the slip is not algebra, it's presentation. Today we'll use substitution, show why substitution gives two candidate x values, how to turn them into coordinate pairs, and what to write so the examiner gives you the method marks. Let's work through this step by step.
The concept. Start simple. Suppose the question gives y equals x plus 2 and y equals x squared minus x minus 6. We have a straight line and a parabola. The line equals the parabola where their y values match, so substitution is the natural method. Set x plus 2 equal to x squared minus x minus 6.
Write it down as an equation. X plus 2 equals x squared minus x minus 6. Now rearrange everything to one side, so we have 0 on the other side. That's important because quadratics are solved in standard form. Subtract x and 2 from both sides to get 0 equals x squared minus 2x minus 8, or rewrite as x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0.
So far it's algebra, I know. Then factorize.
Yes, factorize where possible. X squared minus 2x minus 8 factors to x minus 4 multiplied by x plus 2 equals 0, giving x equals 4 or x equals minus 2. Here's where students sometimes stop. You now have two x values, but the question asks for the points of intersection, which are pairs xy, so you must find the matching y for each x.
Use the linear equation for the y value because it's simplest. If x equals 4, y equals x plus 2 equals 6. So one point is 4, 6. If x equals -2, y equals -2 plus 2 equals 0. So the second point is -2, 0. Write both pairs clearly. 4, 6, -2, 0. Let that sink in. Two intersections, two coordinate pairs.
Nice. I see why you need to finish, but why do we always get two answers?
Good question. A quadratic is a parabola, and a straight line can cross a parabola 0, 1, or 2 times. Algebraically, the quadratic equation you form will have 0, 1, or 2 real roots, depending on the discriminant. If it factors neatly, you get 2 roots. If it's a perfect square, you get 1. If the discriminant is negative, there are no real intersections. So substitution reveals how many intersections there are and gives the candidate x values.
Exam technique. Here's where the marks live. For this type of question, examiners commonly award M1 for correct substitution and rearrangement into a quadratic in standard form, M1 for the correct solution of that quadratic, factorizing or using the quadratic formula, and A1 for the final coordinate pairs. In practice, that looks like this on your script. Show the equation you set up, show the rearranged quadratic equal to 0, show how you solved it, then write both XY answers.
Common marking traps. Students write x equals 4, x equals -2, and leave it there. That misses the A1. Or they skip showing the rearrangement to standard form. That risks losing the first M1. Even under time pressure, write the substitution line and the rearranged quadratic. Write it neatly. Examiners read what you write, not what you thought.
So write it down. Don't just think it. Got it.
The quick win. A 10-second checklist you can use in every practice paper. Repeat this before you move on to the next question. 1. write the substitution step clearly. For example, x plus 2 equals x squared minus x minus 6. Circle it if you like. 2. Rearrange to standard form. X squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Show factorization or the quadratic formula step. 3. Convert both x values into xy pairs by substituting into the linear equation and write both pairs explicitly. 4. Quick check. Substitute each pair back into the original equations, if time allows. 10 seconds catches most slips.
2 rapid techniques to avoid lost marks. If factorizing is messy, write the discriminant and use the quadratic formula. Showing the discriminant gives evidence of method. And if you're unsure whether an x value is right, always substitute into the easier equation for y, not the quadratic. That's faster and less error-prone.
That's your quick win for today. If this helped, share it with a friend who's revising. You'll find more worked solutions and downloadable practice questions at jcacademyonline.co.uk. Until next time, trust the process and nail that exam.
Extension challenge. Try this slightly harder one now. Time yourself to 6 minutes. Solve simultaneously y equals x plus 1 and y equals x squared minus x minus 6. Hint 1. Set x plus 1 equals x squared minus x minus 6. Rearrange to standard form. Hint 2. Try factoring first. If it doesn't factor cleanly, use the quadratic formula and show the discriminant. After you find x values, remember to give xy for both.
I'll try it straight away. I like having 2 minutes to check my substitution.
Final sign-off. Recap in one line. Set the expressions equal, rearrange to a quadratic, solve for x, then find y to give coordinate pairs. Marks are there for the taking if you write your method clearly. That's your quick win for today. If this helped, visit jcacademyonline.co.uk for 50 fully worked solutions and downloadable practice resources. Stay curious.